mommies and daddies. As you can guess from the title of the topic that today we are going to talk about internet safety for kids. No better way to tell you the gravity of situation than telling you these alarming facts. So pay attention. Do you know the fastest growing group of internet users are kids up to 10 years old? Do you know that more than 1 in 3 children will experience severe cyberbullying in the formative years? Do you know that suicide is the second largest reason of deaths of kids aged 10 to 24 years? Isn't this alarming? Though in this channel we talk about kids up to age of 10 years, but I and the ones would also be that age soon in times to come. So we have to be very cautious as internet is here to stay. Finally, the most alarming one. Reports of child pornography have grown 2000% since 2013. 40% of content is generated by children themselves. Such disturbing facts. How to handle this? What to do about it? Well, the onus lies on parents, caregivers and schools. In this video, I'll educate you about digital dangers that kids can face online, how to talk to kids about it, and tips for monitoring and protecting kids when they are online. Sounds good? Then stay tuned. Welcome to Pious Life Coaching. Number one place for parents of kids aged 0 to 10 years who wants to be happy within, who wants to have happy relationship with their spouse and want to raise happy kids and thus have happy families. If you wish to be one, then let's grow together. You and I had a luxury to know life before smartphones, social media and live streaming. But our kids are into the world of internet like no child in the history of humankind. And it's not their fault. We have to prepare them for their digital future, or more realistically, their digital present. While internet is a great place to learn, but we have to keep our kids safe online. So what are the possible dangers that child might be exposed to? Let's find out. They might stumble upon inappropriate, explicit or violent videos. They might click on potentially harmful ads which just pop up in the middle, which demand personal details and get into cyberbullying. They might get exposure to inappropriate, dangerous or even life-threatening online games and challenges like the Blue Whale and Momo. So what should we do as parents? First of all, educate ourselves, our life partners and then our kids. How? Let's find out. Kushi, I will give you certain tips that you have to take care when you are online. Okay? When you are online, when you are playing game or doing anything and suddenly some ad pops up or anything comes and you feel like to click on that, don't do that. Always ask a parent to check on that because certain ads contains virus. Okay?
Virus?
Yes.
Even in games there are viruses.
There are softwares which are there to damage your devices. So you have to be careful that you will not click on any such thing. Okay? You always take your supervisor's help and there is always a cross sign there, right?
Yeah.
So close it. Okay?
I just don't have any interest, so I just close it.
Secondly, if you come across certain thing which asks for your personal information, if you come across certain form or something where they ask you personal information like your name, age, address, such kind of things, you are not supposed to provide it. Okay? Make sure that.
So shall I provide yours or Papa's?
No. We are also your family, right? And we do not give any information to a stranger just like that, do we? If you come across a stranger on the road and that person asks you who's your mother, who's your father, will you tell them?
No.
Since we don't know any person, we do not give, right? Same goes for internet. Internet is full of strangers. It has lots of people whom we don't know and those people can even harm us. So we do not give any information even if there is no person coming like that on the screen. But somebody is asking information through a form. So we do not give it.
Because they don't want to just show themselves.
Yes. So they put some forms and they ask information. So we do not fill up anything like that. Okay. Thirdly, as you grow up a little, right now you are having your email ID for your school studies as your online studies have started. Since you have your email ID now, after some time you will start using it like for mailing your friends or something. So at that time you make sure that you do not provide your passwords to anyone except for parents. Only parents should have access to your password and no one else. Not even your friends. Alright? Another thing that you need to take care is that these days you have a tendency to download games. When you see your cousins downloading games, you also tend to download, right? So, though it is not allowed in my mobiles, as you know that, but in case you wish to download, make sure you ask your parents first. Again, these games and apps also contains viruses. So we need to check on that whether it is spam free or not. Only then we can download. So you have to ask your parents to check on that before downloading. Alright?
How many viruses are there in this world?
As you grow up a little, maybe when you will be in grade 4, 5 or 6, people will send you friends request on these social media websites like Facebook, Snapchat, Musical.ly. You've heard all these names, right? So you will not accept any strangers friends request there. Okay? Just because somebody wants to be friends with you, since you don't know that person, you will not accept the friends request. Only of those people whom you know. That is your own friends and your family. Okay? Take care of that also. I'm telling you right now so that you keep it in your mind. Last but not the least, don't overuse screens. You know they are harmful in long run, right? And if you don't know much about it, do watch it in this video. Preparing kids little early before they turn teens help them to understand better that why you're setting limits. This brings me to the next point, that set your screen time limits. In order to manage, limit and block screen time, there are a variety of both free and paid options in the market for you, including free built-in software for both Apple iOS, which offers a product called Screen Time, and Android devices, which offers a product called Google Family Link, as well as paid services like Circle, Unglue, Boomerang, depending on your child's device, operating system, internet service provider, and cell service provider. You have a variety of options at your disposal. Number 3, install a child-safe internet browser like YouTube Kids, CBeebies, or ABC Kids. Number 4, create a separate account for your child on your device. This way, there would be less chances for your child to stumble upon age-inappropriate content on their device. Number 5, if your child loves to revisit certain content like stories or rhyme, then consider making a playlist for them. Number 6, make sure you are around when your child uses the device. If you're using PC, then keep it in a common area of the house where an adult can monitor. Next is, use a content filter and block websites. Keep your younger kids away from certain sites. You can go to the safety centers of these websites and enable the safety features. Join various groups on Facebook like Parenting in a Tech World. This will give you better understanding of various cyber issues that we as parents face. Last but not the least, these days kids aged 9 to 10 even have their social media accounts. Spying on your kids or forcing them to friend you can build resentment and erode trust. There are lots of ways that kids can get online and it's impossible to monitor them all the time. What to do then? It's always good to talk to your kids, have rules and expectations in place, and then follow through with the consequence. It's okay to ask them to friend you though. Remember, if you friend or follow your kids on their social media account, then be careful not to become involved in conversations between them and their friends. If they say they don't want you to friend or follow them, you should respect the decision, but kids also need to know that you are there to help them if they need you. A respectful way to support your kids while respecting their privacy is to write down the username and password for all their social network and put them in a secure place like a piggy bank. That way, they know that you're not going to make a habit of checking up on them, but you reserve the right to do this if you think there's a good reason to. It's important to have rules regarding online activities because they do make difference, especially rules about treating people with respect, which is important for social media use. My mission is to serve 100,000 parents this year itself. Time is short, So I need your help to do this service. Let's do it together. If you like this video, then kindly share it with other parents so that I can reach up to more and more parents within this year. Thank you for sharing in advance and thank you for watching this video. Here's another video in case you missed. Happy parenting!